Welcome to EFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Nerissa Bostwick. First off, on the local scene. The Center for Enterprise Development, Inc., CED, is inviting micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to participate in its Business Continuity Planning, BCP for MSMEs workshop scheduled for September. The training aims to help 30 MSMEs develop their own business continuity plans, ensuring that they are well prepared to respond effectively to unforeseen disruptions, whether it is natural disasters, economic challenges, or other crises. It is scheduled to take place from September 9th to 11th at the UWI Global Campus in Kingstown from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. The workshop will provide participants with the tools, knowledge, and practical steps needed to safeguard their operations and ensure business resilience in times of uncertainty. According to the CED, this business continuity plan training is timely and necessary, especially after the experiences and impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, the La Soufrière volcanic eruptions in 2021, and Hurricane Beryl last year. Registration for this workshop closes on August 20th. Vincentian Vedant Shetty recently secured third place bronze at the 35th Pan American Youth Chess Rapid Championship held in Peru from July 27 to August 3rd. According to a report by the Agency for Public Information API, 9-year-old Vedant represented St. Vincent and the Grenadines and delivered an outstanding performance in the Rapid Absolute Under 10 category, winning 7 out of 9 games. His display of skill, focus, and determination on the international stage was truly commendable. What makes this achievement even more significant is that Vedant was the only player from the entire Caribbean region to earn a trophy at this prestigious tournament, which featured top young talent from across approximately 25 countries in the American continent. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, RSVGPF, is investigating a motor vehicle accident that occurred along the Lacwa Public Road at approximately 7:20 p.m. on Saturday, August 2nd. Preliminary reports indicate that a silver Suzuki Escudo, registration number PJ260, driven by Mr. Augustus Ned, a 62-year-old farmer of Layu, ran off the roadway and went over an embankment. At the time of the incident, the vehicle was carrying 4 passengers, including a newborn and 2 minors. None of these individuals sustained injuries. One passenger, a 61-year-old resident of Mesopotamia and Layu, sustained minor injuries, was treated at the Milton Kate Memorial Hospital, and has since been discharged. Motor vehicle PJ260 sustained damage as a result of the accident. Investigations into the cause of the incident are ongoing. The Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force is reminding all motorists to exercise caution and vigilance when using the roadways. Still on the local scene, on August 2nd, police arrested and charged Oris Smith, a 30-year-old laborer of Byra, with the offense of impersonation, driving an uninsured vehicle, and driving while being disqualified. According to investigations on July 28 this year, the accused, with intent to deceive a 35-year-old businesswoman of Richland Park, falsely presented himself to be Desron May of Sandy Bay. This offense was committed in Kingstown. Additionally, Oris Smith was charged with using motor vehicle RZ983 without there being enforced a policy of insurance in respect of third-party risk. He was also charged with driving motor vehicle RZ983 while being disqualified from holding or obtaining a driver's permit for 1 year. These offenses were committed on July 31st in Georgetown. Smith appeared before the Kalyaquah Magistrate Court on August 4th and pleaded guilty to all charges. He was sentenced to 4 months imprisonment for the impersonation charge, suspended for 12 months. For the charge of driving without insurance, he was fined EC $2,000 to be paid in 6 months. If he defaults, he will spend 3 months at His Majesty's prison. For the offense of driving while disqualified, he was fined EC $5,000 to be paid in 6 months. If he defaults, he will spend 6 months at His Majesty's prison. On to regional news. The Barbados-based Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum, CARICOF, says for the next 3 months, the ENSO neutral conditions, also called La Nada, will result in recurrent excessive humid heat, culminating in heat waves as the Caribbean heat season peaks in August and September. ENSO conditions represent a state in the tropical Pacific Ocean where sea surface temperatures are neither significantly warmer than average El Nino nor cooler than average La Nina. In its latest Caribbean Climate Outlooks publication, CARICOF said for the next 3 months, there could also be rainfall intensity and shower frequency peaking in September and October, resulting in high to extremely high potential for flooding, flash floods, cascading hazards, and associated impacts. It also warned of increasing Atlantic hurricane season activity into September. However, Saharan dust episodes combined with slackened winds produce hot and humid spells with reduced air quality, all the while stifling intense shower and tropical cyclone activity. In its climate outlook for the period November 2025 to January 2026, CARICOF said that spells of hazardous humid heat should ramp up towards September in the ABC Islands, Aruba, Bonaire, and the Curacao, Barbados, the Windward Islands, and the Guianas. However, the intensity of the peak of the 2025 heat season is not forecast to match that of 2023 and 2024. The Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce is raising strong concerns following a new U.S. executive order that increases tariffs on regional imports. Starting August 7th, the United States will raise reciprocal tariff rates from 10 to 15% on a range of goods, including those exported from Trinidad and Tobago. According to TTT News, the Chamber says this move marks a sharp shift away from the principles of the Caribbean Basin Initiative, a long-standing U.S. policy that provided preferential access for Caribbean exports. In a statement, the Chamber warns the hike could damage the local manufacturing sector and stall economic growth tied to exports. It is calling on the TNT government and the CARICOM to urgently open dialogue with Washington and to use this moment to push for a modernized and more resilient regional trade framework in today's changing global economy. And finally in the news at this hour, southeastern China's Guangdong province is experiencing a large-scale chikungunya virus outbreak with more than 7,000 cases reported since the beginning of July, leading authorities to enforce containment measures. The most affected area is Foshan City, where infected virus patients are made to remain in hospital isolation under strict medical surveillance. Mosquito nets are placed over beds in hospitals to avoid further transmission, and only after 7 days of treatment or when test results are negative are they discharged. The health authorities have confirmed that over 12 Guangdong cities have recorded cases, with over 3,000 new infections appearing just last week. Hong Kong posted its first imported case on Monday, a 12-year-old child who came down with symptoms after returning from Foshan. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Narissa Bostwick. Our next newscast will be presented at 5:30 p.m. Be sure to join us then.